Hello, guys. Welcome to Coaster Disputes, Episode 1. We're here with Eastern Thrills. His channel will be in the link in the description. And this episode will not be Great Adventure themed like New Jersey Coasters is. We will be talking about Six Flags New England, their top two rides. I will be debating on Wicked Cyclone. He'll be debating on Superman the Ride. The rules are easy. One person gets a minute and 30 seconds each to debate. No one's allowed to interrupt them, but they are allowed to throw a little bit of their opinion in when they allow them. We're not going to have any large bantering. It's all going to be family friendly, clean. Just going to say that. Who wants to go first? I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
So, let me get the timer up.
Okay.
Okay, let me get, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and go!
Hello?
Go. It's your turn.
Oh, you said go? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you cutting out. So, Superman the Ride at Six Flags New England. Let's go over the stats really quick. 5,400 feet of track. So, long ride. Height, 200 feet. Really tall. Hypercoaster level. Drop, 221 feet. Larger drop than the height. Speed, 77 miles per hour. Fast ride. And duration, 2 minutes, 85 seconds. So, again, long ride. Now,
May I please jump in
strong
for
points about
1
this
second?
ride?
May I please jump in for 1 second?
yes.
Remember, height doesn't matter.
Yes.
Even though I was trying to prove my point earlier. Height doesn't matter. I'm just gonna admit that. Height doesn't matter. But when you get to the airtime, that's where it's gonna be a little bit iffy. Because Superman the Ride's restraints compared to Wicked Cyclones. Who would you give it to? Superman the Ride or Wicked Cyclone?
I give it to Wicked Cyclone. However, you can also
But
get around that by moving forward.
But not really if you're big, and don't sit back row in Superman the Ride. It hurts. Warning to everyone.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. Don't do that. It's the first ride.
Yeah.
For me.
So, get back to what you're doing.
Okay, but yeah, some good qualities are that it's a long ride and it's full of good elements. You start out with this huge drop. It's massive. It's big. It's fun. And it's not the steepest drop. It's between 68 to 72 degrees. But still, you're free falling, and it's pretty fun. And let's see, that tunnel is pretty nice. I mean, it might hurt your ears if, your ears are, sensitive. But, for me, it's great. It's loud, and it's fun.
Yeah, it is
that
fun.
That first airtime hill gives some pretty good floater. If you try the trick.
It gives good floater, but people in the comments don't start saying it has ejector in the first half. It doesn't.
No. Well, I'll get on to that later.
Yeah.
But after that first good floater hill, you turn into the turnaround, which is overbanked at 120 degrees, which is pretty fun. You're kind of twisting in under.
It's kind of like a
yourself, if you know
mini
what I mean.
Millennium Force.
Yeah, kind of like Millennium, kind of, but it's just smaller. And then after that, you turn into a little dive. It's like a little dip. It gives a bit of floater it gives a bit. And then you have these two camelback hills. So the first one, it gives good floater if you're in the front or middle. The ride gives good airtime anywhere, honestly. I must admit that. And
It does give good
second
airtime,
hill-
but it hurts sometimes, and it's pretty weak compared to Wicked Cyclone.
Kind of, yeah. It's the
30
third
seconds.
The third airtime hill, which gives insane ejector. It's pretty unbelievable how much ejector this ride gives, and even if the restraints ruin it, you're still technically feeling the negative 1G. So it's pretty.
Eastern, you have
And
30
then
seconds,
there's- and then-
start debating.
Okay. Then there's the spaghetti bowl, which is really good. Gives tons of good airtime and twists and laterals. And overall, the ride is just great. Long ride, good airtime, just great ride.
So guys, we're just gonna say this. We're not gonna go with the 120 seconds. We're gonna start debating right now after he explains. So, let's first debate about the airtime. So, Well, actually, we're gonna do this differently, guys. I'm gonna start explaining Wicked Cyclone, then we're gonna debate at the end which ride's better in different categories. That sounds good? Good. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Wicked Cyclone now. Wicked Cyclone is a Rocky Mountain Construction masterpiece. Gonna say that. Even though it only has 3,320 feet of track and is only 109 feet tall, it makes up for that with its double down, 0G roll, a second 0G roll, a 0G stall, and how smooth it is. The ride's incredibly smooth, has some great laterals, great G-force. It gives some great G-force. Vertical angle 78 degrees. Its lift hill is very steep, which is something I like.
Yeah.
It's 55 miles an hour. Not the fastest, but not everything needs to be the fastest. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's true, but sometimes speed can play a factor, like, with the wind in your hair.
Yeah, but
I do agree that
Yeah.
speed, is not always everything.
Yep. So, Wicked Cyclone, great coaster. You first go up the lift hill, very steep, make a turnaround out of the station. Steep drop, you get an overbank, you go into your first 0G stall, only 0G stall. You go into a little bit twisty section, and you go into my favorite part, the double down. Insane airtime.
Double down's really good.
And then you go into another airtime moment, into some twisty outer banks, into another inversion, then into some other twisty airtime hills. It just winds around this whole structure. But one of my second favorite parts is where you go by the camera, you outer bank and then you inner bank again, and it gives you a whip.
Yeah, it's also a really good
super
moment.
fun. Wicked Cyclone is very long. It's very fun, and I gotta say that's why it makes my number one favorite coaster tied with Nitro, because of how great it is. So that's all I have to say about Wicked Cyclone. So let's get debating.
Here we go.
First off, we're gonna talk about the height. Height isn't everything, as we all know, but Superman the Ride will take this category probably. We're first gonna have to debate. So why is Superman the Ride's height better than Wicked Cyclone?
Well, first off, you get a beautiful view of not only all the rides, but to the lake beside you.
True,
Beautiful
true.
view.
But you get a
And
view
then
from
on top-
all the rides on Wicked Cyclone too. Remember that?
Huh?
You get a view of all the rides too at Wicked Cyclone, because you're at the back side of the park, so you see the whole park. Unlike
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah, it's true. And then, the main thing with Superman is the view, and then because of how high you are, the speed is good, which is, another thing. But like I did say earlier, speed is not everything.
Yep.
That's also something that you mentioned. But the view at the top of Superman is just, pretty awesome, if you ask me. And I think I can find some people who agree.
Yep. So I'm gonna talk about Wicked Cyclone. I think Wicked Cyclone, it has a great height, not too tall, not too small. That rhymed. It's tall enough to be a great ride and give a great speed, and it's tall enough to get it through the whole entire track length. So that's all I have to say about Wicked Cyclone. So let's go on to the speed category. Superman the Ride hurts, just obliterates Wicked Cyclone with 77 miles an hour compared to Wicked Cyclone's 55. But Wicked Cyclone sustains most of that speed until the end portion. Superman does too, but Superman also has two trim brakes, which slow it down at the end. So
Yeah.
I gotta give this to Wicked Cyclone, because the only time it slows down is on the last two bank turns going into the station.
Yeah. I would also kind of give it to Wicked Cyclone. But even with the trims on Superman the Ride, it still, gives some decent air at the end.
Sure. So
But I do.
giving this to Wicked Cyclone for that one? Okay. So
Yep, I
now,
guess so.
next we're gonna talk about the inversions. JK. Wicked Cyclone only has inversions. Superman doesn't, so we can't compare those. But we can compare the elements. Wicked Cyclone has three
Yes, we
inversions. Superman Ride has some great it has some great laterals, bankings, bank turns, mix of bank turns, helixes, with airtime moments, which is a great layout.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I gotta like Wicked Cyclone's layout more because it's in such a small space. It's so compact for like such an insane ride. Looking at it, it looks like something that would be just your average coaster because it just looks like a wooden coaster with steel track. But it isn't. It's something more. It's something different. It gives the theme park community industry a little punch and give it like an oomph that wooden coasters never had before until GCI and Gravity Group came around and started making like RMC type stuff. So
Yeah.
and also Wicked Cyclone has really good inversions and an amazing bank turn in the beginning. But
Yeah, I see that. I kind of think Superman the Ride because, I mean, let's see, you have a great first drop, you have great airtime, you have great bank turns, great lateral, and that entire Spaghetti Bowl section alone is just amazing. Just seeing all that track, you think, and with the amount of near misses that there are, it just gives an overall great experience.
yeah. So I'm gonna give this
I
to
mean-
Superman the Ride for this round, for this one, the Elements category. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna get into the debating area. We're gonna talk about the overall ride. So, okay, so Wicked Cyclone. What is your main opinion on it?
I think it is a great ride. I think it has good airtime and it has good inversion. I think the banking is, the banking is, it's okay. I mean, it's good, but I mean, I feel like there have been rides that may or may not have done banking better, but
It's not
my
Superman
opinion.
the Ride though. It's not Superman.
Yeah,
the Ride.
not Superman the Ride. I mean, but look,
It's
when
probably.
I say banking, I mean
yeah.
like those outer bank.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna what I'm gonna do. We're getting short on time, so I'm just gonna explain my opinion quickly. It's my number one favorite ride of all time at the moment. It's just an amazing, great. I love the airtime. I love the laterals. I love how the banking's super smooth. I love how the ride's super smooth. I can't find a bad thing about it. It's hard to.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so, in the end, I'm gonna have to go with Wicked Cyclone is the winner. What do you go with?
I go with Superman the Ride.
Really?
Sorry, that. It's
So,
just
we
that
have a
overall
tie.
ride.
We have a tie. So, comment down below which coaster you think's better, Wicked Cyclone or Superman, and why you think that. And next episode, we will announce the winner of the first episode. Thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, say it with me, roll outro. Okay, see you guys.